Shut up. I'm live now. I'm sorry for being late for this.
Happy family again. No, I don't.
Sorry for being late for this broadcast, live broadcast. I'm carrying it out from my home. I couldn't do it earlier because I'm having problem with the YouTube connection. First of all, I say good afternoon to everybody. The broadcast is supposed to start by 12:30, by 12 noon, but I'm a few minutes late because of the connections. Notwithstanding, I will continue because I'm doing this broadcast with my smartphone, my handset. This is the second time I'm trying it. I hope I will succeed this time. First and foremost, I want to say hello to everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on what part of the world you're watching from. I'm broadcasting from Lagos, Nigeria, and my name is Amahaotu. I'm still battling with the quality of the pictures. This looks better. I've gone through the blog this morning, and I saw where admin is advising, especially those people who won the cruise contest during the 2 contests now, or 3, that they should contact one of our leaders, Derek. He is now the coordinator for the cruise contest, so that he will be able to advise them on how to go about getting their visas, especially because it takes time to get multiple visas, because the cruise will go through some countries in the Caribbean. So you have to have visas for all these countries. And admin has said it before that it takes some months. That's why the contest will end in this September, so that everybody that will be going on the cruise will now have time to make arrangements. The cruise will take off from the US. That is for a 3rd anniversary celebration. We take off from US, and if you are from any other country, you will have to get yourself to US first before you join the cruise from there, and then continue, which means you have to make sure you have your visas to US and to all the other countries that you go through when you are on the cruise. Admin has advised that if you have already started with your connection, that is, you get a local traveling agent who is vast, who is experienced in organizing cruise visas, and you have got some information from them, you should please pass them on to Derek, so that he can pass it on to the other travelers too. All those are TBC community members will be traveling, especially the ones who have won the contest. So it is very, very important that we please follow the advice of admin, which is always for our benefits. Having said that, I want to quickly go through what we are doing now on TBC community. We are now in the distribution phase of our journey towards getting 1 billion members, verified or verifiable members of TBC community, for our coin, our crinkle to be liquid. During this distribution phase, we are advised to use the set down system already in TBC. We have already proven and workable system for recruiting new members. The quick start, the step-by-step start, admin has already given us these tools. If we follow it diligently, not trying to devise our own method, we'll be able to recruit new members, give them the free gift of 25,000 cookies, which they will redeem in November 2018, and then it will become crinkles. At the same time, we'll be able to use the system already set down for our cash flow. But the best, if you are a beginner, if you are even an old member of TBC and you are not making at least $100 a week with the cash flow, you should enlist in one of the tutorials, in one of the learning institutes like Randy Wilson has now. I call it an institute. They call it CFC, cash flow course, where you only pay $10 a week to take part in the training, and by the time you are trained 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, you'll be able to make cash flow. A lot of people are already making it without even spending 3 or 4, 5 weeks. They need only to fine-tune their way of approach and their way of doing the cash flow. Like one Nigerian did, who said that he now realized that he was the one that was not doing it well, not that the people were not listening to him or they didn't like him, because he must have been using his own system and it was not working. So when he approached Randy Wilson now and listed in the tutorial, in the cash flow tutorial, he saw where his mistake was and immediately started back again. He was able to make $200 in one day or in 1 week. And for a Nigerian, $200 is a lot of money. It amounts to almost 80,000 naira in our local currency. And that is a lot of money for people here, because there are people who don't even earn up to 10,000, who earn not up to 20,000 naira, which is $50. There are a lot of people who don't earn up to $50 in a month in Nigeria. So imagine where you earn $200, it means you have earned 4 months' salary in one swoop, just because you have gone through the training, the properly organized training. And that is what TBC stands for. TBC is a very organized program. Admin has really put in a lot of work to see that it is a systematic, properly organized system where you do things properly, not in a chaotic manner, but in a systematic manner, and then you get to the destination, you get to your target, you achieve what you want to achieve. And one of the things we want to achieve in this distribution phase is to get up to 1 billion members. 1 billion members that have paid their $10 admin fee, which gives them rights to participate in all the beautiful things that are happening in TBC. The $10 stands for two things. It stands for one for your wallets and two for your Crinkle back office. Crinkle Cash back office. Your wallet is where you store your money. That's where you, on that platform 009 you do your transactions. But your TBC back office is where all activities of TBC community take place. So with that $10, you have paid for two things. And once you have paid for the $10, all your transactions are now free. You don't pay commission on transactions. Normally you pay for every type of currency you deal on. Is it the fiat currency? Is it the cryptocurrency? Other cryptocurrencies, apart from TBC, you pay commission for any transaction you make. But in TBC, admin, being a generous human being who wants to make life easy for his fellow human beings, and who is all out to eradicate poverty and create abundance, has said just pay the $10 and you don't need to pay any commission for any transaction you make. So, are you a cash center? Are you a trusted seller? Any transaction you make, you don't pay any commission. But in other currencies, you pay commission. You pay commission on all of them. But in TBC, you don't. You just don't. So that is why you pay your $10. And then at the same time, you enjoy all the benefits of being a real member of TBC. Your send button will be open, will be switched on for you. And with that send button, you do a lot of things. You attend the send button meetings. You either attend the English one, or the French one, or the Hindi one, or the one for the Pakistani now. What's the name now? I've just forgotten the name, but that does not matter. There are 4 send button meetings now, and any one you attend, you are rewarded with cookies, which you can redeem in November. For every send button meeting you attend, you are rewarded. And the send button meeting is very important for members of TBC community. It's very important because you listen to the experienced leaders of TBC. You hear the new things that are happening. You hear the interaction, you communicate, you can even interact live with the leaders. They give you their link and then you connect them during the meeting. There are a lot of things you learn there that will help your life, not only in TBS, but generally. You get a lot of knowledge. That is why the same body meeting is very important. And there are things admin wants to pass on, which he doesn't want to put on the blog yet. He passes on through the send button meeting, and you get to know it in advance. So it is advisable that every TBC member should go and attend the send button meeting. Admin is trying to simplify it by trying to get in as many languages as possible. So you attend the send button meeting, and through this Crinkle Cash again, at the same button, if you click there, you can register as a cash center. Cash center is one of the innovations, one of the wonderful innovations admin has introduced that will make it very easy for any member to pay his bill or do his transactions, especially the new ones coming in who want to pay their $10 admin fee. Your sponsor will introduce you to one of the cash centers, and when you get there, you pay $12 because you have to pay $2 extra on $10, which is 20%. And then the cash center will remit your money to admin. But before, it used to be very horrendous. It used to be very difficult. You pay a lot of commissions. In my own case, I paid a lot in order to get the $10 admin fee paid, because there was no cash center. I had to pay people who were handling the Bitcoin, and it was very expensive. But now admin has made it easy that you only pay 20% on any amount of money or money you want to transfer. If you want to transfer $10, you pay $2 extra, making a total of $12. If you want to transfer or pay for $100, you pay $120, which is another 20%. And this 20% is for the running of the cash center. We should not forget that for everything you do in this world, you have to pay. The cash centers pay, and the coins they are dealing with, this Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum, they fluctuate. They are not constant. You may buy the one they have now. By the time they want to replenish their stock, the price has increased. So admin makes sure that he gives them some leverage, some space, so that they will not go out of business. They will not pack up, because if they remit their own $10 and they cannot replenish their own $10 again, it means that's the end of the cash center. Admin does not want that, because we want at least 1,000 cash centers throughout the whole world. That's the minimum. So there should be cash centers everywhere, and by the time all of them are functioning, the cryptocurrency world, the whole world will get to know TBC, because then TBC has become a household word, because even those who are not members of TBC who want to transact on cryptocurrency, they can use our cash centers too in future. So these are all the possibilities that paying the $10 bill will give you. So it is absolutely necessary that we please get our cash flow system up and running. And to get it up and running, we should enlist in one of these tutorials. I always advise that we get enlisted at Randy Wilson's own tutorial, because his own has become an institution where everybody goes to, even old members go there to refine and polish their own cash flow system. So it is necessary we all go there and get knowledge, so that in the next 1 year, that's my dream, in the next 1 year, and admin has said it, 1 year or two, we should be hitting the target of 1 billion people. Imagine if every day or every 1 week, you recruit 2 people, every 1 week, and these 2 people will go out again and recruit 2. This exponential system of multiplication, that way we multiply, we expand, we grow, and in no time we have hit the 1 billion mark, and we shall all be happy for it, and our money will be of very good use for us. Those of us who are working very hard will be billionaires. Others who just get their crinkles and keep quiet will become millionaires. And those who are not even working or involved in TBC community in the 1 billion people will benefit because the TBCians will employ them and give them human wages, living wages, wages that will keep them alive and prosperous. That's why admin has introduced this wonderful money called the billion coin, so that poverty will be eradicated and abundance created worldwide, so that people will be happy to be alive. People will not be enslaved and degraded and humiliated, brainwashed by the powers that be, the few people who have cornered all our wealth and then leaving us high and dry. So with this now, I would like to come to the end of this broadcast today. I hope that I'll be able to upload it tomorrow to the YouTube, and then see whether admin will approve it, because the last one I did was not within the time, and I was not even able to copy the URL, so it was not approved. I hope this one will be approved now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please, if you know the system, there's one app that I'm trying to use here that should have been very good, but it seems my internet is not able to carry it. So I will see. That app is very good. You can use it. It's also related to YouTube. You can use it to broadcast and it goes into your channels and your YouTube account. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless all of you. Have a nice Sunday. See you tomorrow.